Whether those austerity measures work or not, they've done little to ease the pressure on the European Central Bank. There are signs of increasing friction between the two main architects of the Eurozone. France, who want the ECB to act decisively by pumping more money into the system, and Germany, who are adamant that must not and cannot happen. In a tense European split, Britain backs France. From the bank's headquarters in Frankfurt, here's our economics editor, Richard Edgar.
Across Europe, politicians have been remembering those who died in wars which tore the continent apart. Now they're facing what many see as the biggest threat since the Second World War. The French president says he'll use all his power to preserve the solidarity and strength of Europe. It's an extraordinary pledge, 2 generations into the vision of a united Europe. The Eurozone debt crisis, already 2 years old, is spreading, and its effects are being felt even in the UK.
It's a very, very difficult and dangerous situation in the Eurozone. Britain is impacted by what is happening. There's no doubt that growth in Britain, jobs in Britain have been hit by what's going on in the Eurozone.
So finding a solution matters far beyond Europe's shores, if only they could agree what's needed. Britain, France and the US think the European Central Bank should become the lender of last resort in the Eurozone, effectively printing money to buy up as much debt from troubled governments as is necessary. Germany, the biggest contributor to the ECB, says this is missing the point.
One thing is clear, what we don't have is confidence in the financial markets. And confidence will only regain if there are convincing answers to the problems. And the root of the problems is the fact that we have too high sovereign debt.
In the vacuum left by a lack of political consensus, markets have driven the crisis along.
All of us are very disappointed about politics in Euroland, especially in Germany and France, because we form a big coalition between France and Germany. It's broken, yeah. Nobody's able to say what could be the next couple of days, what could be the outcome of the next summits we were facing in the European zone. Nobody have a clear picture. That's why nobody's interested in doing trades in equities or bonds.
After another week of turbulence, political and financial, the weekend is a chance to take stock. Shares have risen on Friday, bonds are better, new leaders are taking power in troubled countries. The winds of change are sweeping through Europe, but there is much, much more to do.
Economics editor Richard Edgar reporting there from Frankfurt.